Ready to ditch bad habits and build amazing ones? Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the transformative world of Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you're looking to make lasting changes in your life, this video is for you. Whether you want to improve your health, productivity, relationships, or any other aspect of your life, the principles of Atomic Habits can provide you with a proven framework for success. Get ready to unlock your full potential by mastering the art of small changes, compounded over time. Let's begin. We often overestimate the importance of single grand gestures while underestimating the value of making small, consistent improvements over time. This is where the true power of Atomic Habits lies. Just like atoms are the building blocks of matter, Atomic Habits are the tiny changes that create remarkable results over the long term. Imagine a plane taking off from Los Angeles heading for New York City. If during takeoff, the pilot adjusted the heading by just 3.5 degrees, a barely noticeable shift to the passengers, the plane would end up hundreds of miles off course, landing in Washington, D.C. instead. This is the power of tiny changes over time. They may seem insignificant in the moment, but their cumulative effect can be enormous. The same principle applies to our habits. If you can get just 1% better each day, imagine where you'll be in a year. Small improvements compound, just like interest. On the other hand, if you get 1% worse each day, the negative effects also compound. The key takeaway here is to focus on making small, sustainable changes to your daily routines. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, identify one or two small habits you want to build and focus on doing them consistently. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, begin with a commitment to walk for 10 minutes each day. Once this becomes a habit, you can gradually increase the duration or intensity of your workouts. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Don't get discouraged by setbacks or slow progress. Focus on showing up each day and making small, incremental improvements. Over time, these small habits will compound into remarkable results. Now, let's dive into the 4 laws of behavior change, a framework for understanding how habits form and how we can change them. These laws are based on the idea that every habit can be broken down into a feedback loop, consisting of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. The first law is make it obvious. This law focuses on making the cue for your desired habit more noticeable and apparent. For example, if you want to drink more water, place a full water bottle on your desk where you can see it throughout the day. The second law is make it attractive. This law is about increasing the appeal of your desired habit. We are more likely to repeat behaviors that we find enjoyable and rewarding. One way to make a habit more attractive is to pair it with something you already enjoy. For instance, if you want to start listening to podcasts while you walk, choose a podcast that truly interests you. The third law is make it easy. This law emphasizes reducing the friction associated with performing your desired habit. The easier it is to do something, the more likely you are to do it. One effective strategy is to reduce the number of steps required to perform the habit. For example, if you want to go to the gym in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. The fourth law is make it satisfying. This law is about making the reward for performing your desired habit immediate and enjoyable. We are more likely to repeat behaviors that make us feel good. One way to make a habit satisfying is to track your progress and celebrate your wins. For instance, you can use a habit tracker to mark off each day you successfully complete your desired habit. The role of identity in habit formation. Our habits are not merely actions we perform, they are reflections of our underlying beliefs about ourselves. To truly change our habits for the long term, we need to shift our identity and align it with the person we want to become. Think about the things you do each day that reinforce your current identity. If you see yourself as someone who values health and fitness, you're more likely to engage in habits that support that identity, such as exercising regularly and eating nutritious foods. Conversely, if you see yourself as someone who is disorganized and procrastinates, you're more likely to engage in habits that reinforce that identity, such as putting things off until the last minute and feeling overwhelmed by clutter. The key to changing your habits is to start by changing your beliefs about yourself. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to quit smoking," say, "I'm a non-smoker." This subtle shift in language can have a profound impact on your behavior. When you identify as a non-smoker, you're no longer just trying to resist a temptation, you're acting in alignment with your core values and beliefs. This makes it much easier to stick to your goals and make lasting changes. To shift your identity, focus on proving your new identity to yourself through your actions. Every time you make a choice that aligns with your desired identity, you strengthen that identity and make it more real. Remember, your identity is not fixed, it's a work in progress. By consciously choosing the habits that support the person you want to become, you can shape your identity and create a life that is true to your values. The impact of environment on habits. We often underestimate the influence our environment has on our habits. Our surroundings can either support or sabotage our efforts to build healthy habits. By understanding how our environment shapes our behavior, we can design our surroundings to make it easier to stick to our goals. One of the key principles of environmental design is to make the cues for your desired habits visible and the cues for your undesired habits invisible. For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, remove unhealthy snacks from your pantry and place a bowl of fruit on your kitchen counter. Another important principle is to reduce friction for good habits and increase friction for bad habits. For instance, if you want to read more, keep a book on your bedside table so it's the first thing you see in the morning. Conversely, if you're trying to reduce your screen time, put your phone in another room while you're working or spending time with loved ones. Your environment can also influence your motivation and willpower. If you're surrounded by clutter and disorganization, it can be difficult to muster the energy to tackle challenging tasks. On the other hand, a clean and organized environment can create a sense of calm and control, making it easier to focus and be productive. Remember, your environment is not destiny. You have the power to shape your surroundings and create an environment that supports your goals. By making small, strategic changes to your environment, you can make it easier to stick to your habits and achieve your full potential. The power of habit stacking. Habit stacking is a powerful technique that leverages the power of existing habits to build new ones. It's based on the idea that our brains are wired to follow sequences of actions. By linking a new habit to an existing one, we can make it easier for our brains to adopt the new behavior. To use habit stacking, identify an existing habit that you perform consistently, such as brushing your teeth or making your morning coffee. Then, choose a new habit that you want to build and link it to the existing habit. For example, if you want to start meditating each morning, you could stack it onto your existing habit of brushing your teeth. After you brush your teeth, you would immediately sit down and meditate for 5 minutes. The key to habit stacking is to be specific and consistent with your habit pairings. Choose a specific time and location for your habit stack and make sure you perform it in the same order each time. You can also use habit stacking to create a chain of habits that build upon each other. For instance, you could create a morning routine that includes meditation, exercise, and a healthy breakfast. By linking these habits together, you create a powerful routine that sets you up for success each day. Habit stacking is a simple yet effective way to build new habits and make them stick. By leveraging the power of existing habits, we can reduce the friction associated with adopting new behaviors and make it easier to achieve our goals. Thanks for watching. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like and follow for more. We're passionate about sharing practical strategies for personal growth and development, and we're committed to providing you with valuable content that can help you live your best life. And share this video with someone who could benefit from these powerful lessons. Remember, even small changes can have a ripple effect, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of positive transformation. Together, let's embrace the power of atomic habits and create a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. We'll see you in the next video.